So how many of you out there have purchased and gotten a brand new laser and you started going through and you started making your cuts and your engravings and all that other stuff, and then on the bottom tray you look in there and you're seeing all the patterns that you've been cutting out? Now, I'm one of those people, and I was kind of shocked at what I was seeing before I actually knew what was going on. And you know, I wasn't happy about it because I like a clean machine, and a lot of people were sitting there saying, social media and stuff, well, those are your badges of honor and stuff like that. Well, you know what? I still don't like it. So listening to other people kind of complain about it or address it or talk about it, somebody came up with a solution and they shared it. And I'm here to share that with you in case you're just like me and you just want a cleaner looking bottom of your bed to your laser. So welcome to back to old school 3D prints and design. I'm Dr. C. I'm pretty happy about being able to share this with you. So as you can see, I've got the xTool M2. I've had it for a couple weeks. And, as soon as I get it, I open it up, I unbox it, and I'm lifting it up and I'm looking down at the tray and it's nice and clean and all that other stuff. Well, then I go in and I look at the xTool Academy. And by the way, if you didn't know it, there is an xTool Academy up there that kind of walks you through and guides you through learning the process and learning about the laser. And I do my first three um, designs, cuts, or whatever you want to call it, in terms of lessons. And I looking at the bottom, and everything that I was cutting is also at the very bottom tray of the laser. So, yeah, I wasn't happy about that. And so I'm inquiring about it, and other people are inquiring about it, especially us new folks. And a lot of people are saying, hey, those are badges of honor and all this other stuff. But I still like to have a clean bottom tray. And earlier on, way back when I was playing around with lasers a long, long time ago, they all had like a honeycomb or they had some type of tray up underneath that would prevent it from actually hitting the base. But on the M2, it doesn't have that. So yeah, so anyways, I'm here to share a solution for you. So here it is. So whoever it was out there, and I can't remember who it was, on social media said, by the way, all you need to do is use some tinfoil. And I was like, tinfoil? Like this? But we all know that you can't use this type of tinfoil on the base of anything because the reflection will go right back into the laser and that will not be a good thing. So no. So what she suggested is you use matte black foil. I got some here, 12-inch. It controls lighting effects. And I ordered some off of Amazon. And I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. And it's just, once again, we're all familiar with what tinfoil looks like. But this one is different. And it is tinfoil. So I got a roll here. I think it's about 10 feet worth. But you can look, it's got matte black to it. And you can still see it's tinfoil because you can see like right in the middle. You might be able to see that little silver line. So I took this and I cut a piece out and did some prints. And lo and behold, nothing happened. So I'm getting ready to show you really quick on what that looks like. So here I was cutting out some curve patterns and stuff like that, kind of like trying to get those, and then I cut out a little keychain using basswood, 8 millimeters thickness. Got a whole bunch of these, about 100 to 200 of these off of Temu. Again, that's become my friends. If you go back and look at one of the other videos, I spent way too much on supplies and materials before I actually had a plan for it. And made just a little keychain. I did this off of the keychain generator that you find in xTool Studio. And so, yeah, I was just kind of playing around with it. But yeah, so as I was sitting there and I was cutting this out, I had already placed down some of this right here, which is that black matte tinfoil, to see basically if it works. So right here, what you see is I do have basically the M2 riser, the honeycomb pattern that's out there. You can find it basically on Facebook and Instagram and all that. But anyways, obviously this was 3D printed as well as it was ceramic coated. And I've used it. You can see a couple, I don't know if you can see it or not. You might be able to see a couple little marks and all that, but it hasn't gone all the way through. So it's actually been really, really well. Kind of like it. So yeah, I'm just still testing that out. But as you can see, or I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, right here. this is that matte black tinfoil. And you can see right here where that is from the keychain, and had nothing else from anything else. And here's on that back side. And it does not reflect back into the actual laser. It lays down flat. Like I said, I cut out a piece right here. I don't even know what the size is, but it's a little bit greater than, it's a 12 by probably 14. Laid that down on the bottom. And again, what I'm talking about, folks, is all of that. Yeah, all of that. So I wasn't happy about that, and I didn't really quite understand what was going on because, again, usually there's some type of honeycomb or something on the bottoms, but the M2 doesn't come with that. So anyways, the person, again, I don't know who you were, but thank you. She came up with the idea and said, hey, if you put down the black matte tinfoil, and for me, like I said, I'm using this honeycomb riser, great from M2 riser. You can find them out on there. It's kind of a new thing that's going on out there. It comes with these clips and all that other stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so I took it, placed it on there, and raised that up, cut it out, and I had no markings on the bottom of the actual bed to the engraver. So yeah, so that's just kind of what I wanted to share with you out there. It's, again, you can find it on Amazon or anywhere else. It's really, really cheap. This is like 10 feet worth, but I mean, right now I don't even know when I'm going to use it or have to replace it. It's matte black foil, and it prevents any type of scarring and cutting or engraving that's taking place on the bottom tray of your engraver. Some people like it. Some people don't care about it. I kind of like what's happening there, trying to save that for an extended period of time. So yeah. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to do, is give you my solution there. That was shared by somebody else. It does work. It's pretty happy. So if you want a cleaner bed, definitely consider doing that. And I'm going to throw one more little piece out there, and that is, have you done a safety check around your printer? I was going through a local hardware store, and I saw this Kitty Flame Out firefighting spray because I did not have a extinguisher here in the bedroom or the office where I'm doing this. And so I went ahead and did that, and I purchased that. So I'd highly recommend, because, again, you never know, it could be a fire hazard because you're never supposed to leave it alone. But here it is right here. So it's a Kitty Flame Out firefighting spray. I'm not endorsing or anything like that, but I do have it there. So yeah. So anyways, just a little tidbit on that as well. But I just want to say, hey, thank you. Go ahead, and if you like what you saw, go ahead and give the like button. Consider subscribing. Would love to have you along the journey. I mean, this is a very new journey for old school 3D prints and designs. And yeah, again, I'll have some more stuff and some more tips as we continue moving forward. So you guys have a great and awesome day. Thank you.